Hi, everybody. It's Crazy. In for another week. We are up to episode number 15. Um, this week I didn't really get a lot going on because I was preparing for my vacation and, yeah, kind of got sidetracked. Um, but I started working with a new book, and let me bring it up here. It's called Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. Yay! I talked a little bit about this last week. I actually put it out there and said, hey, let me know in the description or jump onto my server and let me know. And one of my buddies, his name's Day, he was like, dude, the only way you're going to understand how to do your own workflow is you've got to do it. You've got to get in there and do it without, hesitation. And I'm like, but how? Kind of like, tell me what, I got to do. And he goes, I can't tell you. And I realize now that's one of the things that you can't just tell somebody how to do flow control, not flow control, but workflow. Okay, when your workflow is different than anybody else's, and when somebody asks you your workflow, they're trying to figure out how you're doing your code, so that way they can put themselves in your mindset and try to work from there. Um, I don't have a workflow yet, so basically he was like, well, you can either just dive into Python and start writing your own code, boom, 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 write it, and do the mess upping and all that neat stuff, and basically jump in there and just grind it out, or you can continue on with, the Automate the Boring Stuff book, and because it actually has some ideas that can kind of help you try to figure it out. And I'm like, well, I don't think I'm gonna do the book, and that's what I did. I decided to go ahead and try the book out. And I remembered way back when I first got this book, I looked at it and got like halfway through the first chapter and like, this, I don't understand this. This is, Greek to me. I just don't understand it. So I tried another book and another book. And then I started doing videos. And yeah, needless to say, I put this book off to the side. And I'm kind of glad I did. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, or kind of wish I didn't. Because wishing I didn't part was because it has some interesting stuff that actually I didn't learn about with the other books. I actually learned about it in this book. But what I'm glad I didn't go with this book to begin with, is because of the fact that it's not built for beginners. It's built for people who have already understand a little bit of it and just want to play around with it. This is a play around. This is kind of like a sandbox type book. And that's the reason why I'm glad I didn't go that route, because I would have been so confused. Now, not so confused. I actually followed along with it. I was like, okay, I'm catching on to this. So this one gave me a lot more little tidbits that I wasn't catching on before, which is kind of good because you don't want to constantly look at the same thing over and over again, which it kind of helps for repetition and memory, but it doesn't help for when you want to try to figure something out. So with that, I went ahead and wrote this little program that was part of chapter 1. And it's basically just like a little hello world program. You write it in and it prints all this stuff out. And if you hit that, it says, hello world, what's your name? And I put Bob. It says, well, that's good to me. It's good to meet you, Bob. The length of your name is 3. What's your age? 99. You will be 100 in a year. Oh, that's pretty cool. Simple program. Very, very simple. Yeah. Let's see here. Let me put on my line numbers. That was a whole 11 lines of code. Oh my god. A whole 11 lines of code. Say that 5 times fast if you can. I don't think I can, so I'm not going to worry about it. So, as you see up here, I've got up to, I stopped on page 28 because of the fact that I actually stopped at that one on that one. So I'm going to write it over here, 28. I'm going to switch y'all back over. Hang on, everybody. Okay, so I finally got through the first chapter, did the summary, and got down to the questions, the practice questions. And it was like, okay, I know this one. Okay, I got that. And then I got to question number 3. Very simple, right? Anybody who knows Python, any one of you who knows this one, you're like, crazy. That's like the easiest one in the book. Yeah, now I know. But I had to go back and look because I was like, 3 data types. status. It didn't stick. And so when I went back up, I was like, integer, floats, and strings. Really? I was like, oh man, come on! I should have known this. So there was it was fun going through these and realizing how goofy I am at times. So then I went on down to chapter 2. I finished chapter 1 and got into flow control. Now I said, okay, yeah, we can do this. We can do flow control. Okay, and then crazy. You don't have nothing on there. I know I don't. But the whole idea the whole chapter is just basically telling you what flow control is about, which is this right here. Hang on, let me switch back over. Yeah, right, this right here. This is flow control. This tells you when you start and when you finish, when you end. Hey, is it raining? Yeah. Okay. Have an umbrella? No. Okay. Well, then wait. And so you go down and it says, is it raining still? Yeah. Okay. Wait some more. Okay. Is it raining? No. Okay. Then you can go outside. End game, so to speak. Okay. Or you can go, is it raining? No. Okay. Go outside. Okay. Or is it raining? Yes. You have an umbrella? Yes. Go outside. So there's different directions each one can take. And he goes on about how this works. And I really started to understand this, and it got me to understand more so about, when you write code, you want to have something that tells you how it goes. So flow control and flow charts can help you learn a bit more, and understand which way your, game's going to go, or which way you can make your game go. Okay, so far that's what I've learned, and then it goes into booleans, and I'm up to page 39. Of course, it tells you all the, different operators and how they work, and what each one does, expressions, and yes, 34. I think I made it through the entire chapter 2. Yes, I did. So we're going to go ahead and scroll on down to 39. Okay, 38. Okay. It was actually 38. I don't know why I wrote 39. Oh, because I'm on 39. Now, this is where I stopped at. I stopped here with if statements. And only reason why I stopped is because it was like 10:30 at night, and I was tired. I just got, had been at work all day. I'm tired, and yeah, I'm going to call it a day. And that's as far as I got. So far, that's what I've learned so far. Flow control can actually help you out in getting your own workflow and making your code, easier to flow out. And I need to start doing that when I do coding. When I start doing my own code, I'm going to try to work that into it. I'm going to start drawing stuff out to how I want them, and maybe that might help me, decide on what I want to do. So, Day, thank you for all your great advice, dude. Awesome. My friend Giovanni, always thank you for the awesome advice you give me, bud. I appreciate it. Anybody else out there who has given me advice, I do appreciate good advice, and I won't listen to all of it because I'm stubborn, but sometimes I do listen, and most of the time I do follow through on it, and I do give recognition for those people who do try to help me out, and I thank those people for actually putting that out there and helping me out. Also, got to thank my awesome wife, because without any of it, I couldn't do it without her, because this and the big giant thing that's behind this camera that y'all can't see, that big green thing that y'all can't see because it's hiding my background, none of that would have been possible if I didn't have my wife here. Okay, so I'd like to thank all those great people. This is going to be another part of my learned experience. It will still be learned experience, but I'm wanting to try to change it up a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to go to more of writing the code out while I'm doing the video. And I might shift my days to a different day. Don't know if I want to do it. I'm going to try to do it and see what I can come up with if I get time to do so. So, if y'all think it's a good idea for me to go that direction, let me know in the comments, or jump on over to my server and, say, hey, crazy, it's a good idea. Hey, crazy, it's a bad idea. Links are all in the description, so hope to see you there, or leave me a comment. I'd be happy to take them. But until then, next time, we'll see you then.